College sports fans have to learn new names every year because more and more players are transferring during their college careers.
In part one of our On Special Assignment series, BUERKLE went to the University of Montana to find out what's causing the exodus and how the NCAA might change transfer rules in the near future.
It's a hot topic across the NCAA. You hear about it everywhere, including in Missoula. The Grizzlies have seen multiple players and even some potential stars leave the football, men's basketball, and women's basketball programs in recent months. Everyone knows we have entered an unprecedented time of increased transfers, but everyone has different opinions on why it's happening. Some say it's generational.
This generation of kids, instead of pushing back and fighting their way out of things, their tendency is, or their instinct is to leave and go somewhere else where they think the grass is greener.
Others point the finger at an athlete's environment.
I find it hard to believe an 18-year-old walks into an office and says, I'm transferring, and didn't have any conversations with anyone from their supporting cast. So high school coaches, AU coaches, parents, everyone is involved in these decisions.
Or maybe technology has made the biggest difference.
We're so much more mobile, and it's so much easier through social media to get a feel for what a place will be like without ever having to step foot on that campus.
Whatever the cause, the explosion of transfers probably won't end anytime soon. And with growing pressure to give athletes more benefits, the NCAA might make the process even easier in the near future. Traditionally, transfers have to sit out a year before playing at their new school. Some conferences, like the Big Sky, do not allow players to transfer to another school in the same league. An NCAA committee is looking into possibly eliminating those restrictions, as well as allowing players to transfer and play immediately if a head coach leaves a program. Another proposal could allow any transfer to instantly become eligible as long as they reach academic benchmarks. Ken HASLAM likes this option as long as the school accepting the transfer is held accountable for their future academic progress.
It is absolutely the truth that academically, when they transfer, they take a step back. That would cause a coach or an administrator or anyone to say, okay, if we're gonna have some penalties on the back end with low academic performance, are we going to take this risk?
Coaches caution against a drastic change. They fear allowing players to leave and play right away would turn college athletics into a non-stop recruiting battle, with the rich getting richer and the student athletes being exploited.
I'm a big believer in the fact that there should be a little bit of a penalty for leaving. I think it would be utter chaos if everyone's just allowed to transfer and not sit out, and you'd have people talking to your kids.
A lot of coaches just start looking for the best player at a level below to bring in. And you're going to find a lot of coaches that no longer have to develop players. They let us do that for them.
I think the rule in football is good the way it is. I think there should be some penalty. To be able to just take your ball and go home at any time, I don't think is productive in terms of long-term development of people.
Travis DeCuire has another reason he wants to see the rule remain largely unchanged. He knows it's hard to convince a player to take a redshirt year because the athlete hears you don't think he's good enough. But transfers have to take that year off, and DeCuire has seen firsthand the benefits. He feels the extra time practicing helped turn current Grizzlies Ahmaud Rory and Jamara Coe into stars. On Special Assignment, Derek BUERKLE, MTN Sports.